again, Keri. Love you. Love what you guys are doing over there. And I'm excited to be on the show with you. Just a little bit about Big Block. Like Keri said, we were on the Inc. 500 list, fastest growing companies in the country for 3 years in a row, number 26, 31, and then 33. So very exciting for us. Thank you. We are about 1,000 agents, a little over 1,000 agents deep, and we'll do close to $3 billion in volume or a little bit more this year. So we're, yeah, 3 billion with a V, ba, 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 ba. So I'm very excited to be here again. So what I'm going to talk to you about, I made a PowerPoint. Is someone going to be able to throw that up for me?
Yep, yeah, let me grab it right now.
Okay. So while they're firing it up, I know you guys are going to do the button pushing for me on your end. I will essentially what I'm going to share with you is how we can leverage B2B relationships and YouTube/Google to give ourselves a very predictable way to do 48 more transactions with no spend. Ultimately, what I want to break down for you is the only thing that can stop you from letting this work for you is you not executing on it. So I'm going to break down exactly, one, the process of going through the B2Bs, two, how you find them, the communication, and then I'm actually going to show you, pull back the curtains on how you can manually rank any video on the first page of YouTube, sometimes on Google. And I'll also give you a cool little tool that I found a few months back that for a little bit of money will do all the work for you. So if we could hit the next slide. What's the point of getting strong referrals from strong sources? Many of you already know that referrals are some of the best leads and business you can do. Why? One, because they're the most profitable. They come with the most amount of trust. Like if I refer someone to Keri, they're going to trust Keri way more out the chute than maybe just a cold lead would. You get fewer commission and price objections. They are generally faster to appointment, like they are really in the position where they're ready to make a decision and move forward. And these are people that actually want to talk to you. A lot of the times the leads that we're getting online and from different portals, they're not necessarily excited to jump on the phone. We're just another person that's calling them. And there's, people out there like Keri Shull's team that kill it with those. So I'm not discounting internet leads by any means. I'm just saying that I would prefer to get more referrals in a consistent, predictable way that help me grow my business and become more profitable. Next slide. So what's nice about this is this works for all industries. If you're an agent, this is going to help you get clients. If you're a broker or a team lead, you can use this for recruiting. If you're a lender, you can leverage this to build relationships with agents. You can leverage it to get loans, investors to find properties. It goes on and on. Let's go to the next slide. So what's the problem? The problem is that we all want to build B2B relationships. And in the process of building these B2B relationships, what I see most people doing is we'll go to a networking event, we'll go meet someone, we'll get connected to someone. Let's just say it's a real estate attorney who can give me some good referrals. What happens is we start the relationship on this broken promise, which is something like, hey, attorney, I'm going to give you referrals, and I hope in return you give me some referrals. And what happens is I haven't come across anybody that, let's say, is going through a divorce recently, so I don't give him a referral. He forgets about me. He doesn't give me a referral. So the problem is that we build the relationship on if you give to me, I give to you, et cetera, et cetera. What I want to help you do is build a scenario where you're coming to them with a value first proposition, helping them get exposure, helping them get customers, helping them rank on the first page of websites like YouTube and sometimes Google, so that you have given them more value out the chute before any other realtor or B2B referral person has. What I know for sure is that when you are the person that gives before you get anything in return, it's a very special place to be because it helps the person on the other end feel reciprocated and almost obligated to refer you business. So my goal in this is very simply, I want to make a bunch of people feel obligated to reciprocate and refer me business. So I'm going to break down for you over the next 10 or so slides exactly how we do that. So here's the solution. As you can see here, I don't know how big the screen is on yours, but I'll tell you what we typed in here. This is a screenshot of the first page of YouTube on the left and a screenshot of the first page of Google on the right. What I did here is we interviewed a local insurance agent, Jason Smith. We shot a couple videos for him, and we then took them and got them ranking on the first page of YouTube and Google. So what you'll see here is this is under the keyword San Diego condo insurance. That's a really big keyword for an insurance rep. If it was a divorce attorney, San Diego divorce attorney, whatever it is, whatever market you're in. So what happened here is originally, just to give you a backstory, we did this video, I want to say in 2011. So this thing has been on the first page of YouTube for 9 years. And this was originally not the plan. What we were doing is my business partner, Oliver, and I were just making content. We were making videos. We were just trying to build our brand by adding value to the consumer. And in that process, we decided we were going to interview a lot of professionals like Jason Smith. What's my point? We brought Jason in to do us a favor and shoot a video with us. He shot the video. While he was there, I edited the video in front of him. I then got it ranking on the first page of YouTube in front of him. He left our office, an hour later, knowing that we shot a video and it was on the first page of YouTube, which is great. About 2 hours later, Jason calls me and he says, "Hey, dude, are you pulling my leg right now?" And I say, I have no idea what you're talking about. He goes on to say, "I just got a phone call from someone that saw my video on YouTube and wants to come in and write a policy. This is crazy." And that's when the light bulb went off for me. I'm like, holy smokes. If all we did was start to build these videos for all the different B2B relationships in all the different cities in our county, all of a sudden we could have hundreds of these. And if all these people do is give me one referral a year, only one referral a year, and I did 4 of these a month out the chute, let's just say you do 48 in your first year, 4 a month. I'm like, wow, holy smokes, if I got 48 of these things live, and these people started to get the ego of being on the first page, started to get the business, the attention, all these different things, I could really build a predictable lifeline of referral business that's predictable and completely free. This whole process I'm going to take you through doesn't have to cost you any money. So ultimately, what we want to do here, and I'm going to break down how you find them, what you say to them, and how you rank the video, is we want to build relationships with B2B people. We want to give them exposure, give them business before they've ever even given us anything, just like we did for Jason Smith. Now, once Jason ended up on the first page, very quickly, it was obvious to him and to me that he was going to send us his real estate referrals. Why would he send them anywhere else? I'll tell you why he would not. Because he doesn't want us to put someone else in his position. This was and still is a great opportunity for Jason. One other thing before we switch slides, the other advantage of doing this is, what do you think happens when you shoot a video for any one of these B2B referral partners, show them that they're on the first page? Immediately, you can bet that they're going to start sharing that with their following, on their social. They might send the link in email to their database. So not only does this help you get a strong B2B referral business with the actual partner, it also gives you the opportunity to get extra exposure through their database. Let's go on to the next slide. So the question becomes, how do we find the best referral partners? I work with this process with my agents, pretty often, and a lot of times people default to saying, "Well, I am going to just do this with my best friend, and he's an insurance agent, and he'll say yes." That's great if you want to support your best friend, but I think what might be a better business decision. I'm not saying don't do one for your best friend. I think the best approach is finding someone that has two main characteristics that we can bank on. Number one, we want to make sure that we're working or reaching out to people that understand the power of ranking on the internet. We want them to know that they want to be online. The second thing is we want to know that they're doing a lot of business. If someone's doing a lot of business, that in turn gives me a fairly good guesstimate that they have the ability to send me a lot of referrals. So what I would suggest is you go on to Yelp and you find the category of person. So in this one, you can see up top, I typed in insurance near Dana Point. Now, after I do that, you can see the arrow points down. I want to filter by most reviewed. This is the person that has the most amount of reviews around insurance in Dana Point. Now, since this is a screenshot, you're only seeing the ad for farmers up top. If we could scroll down, which we can't, but if you do it on your Yelp, you'll see that once you go through the ads, you'll see someone with 30, 50, 100, 200 Yelp reviews. And if you've ever tried to get Yelp reviews, you understand how hard it is to get reviews. So when you find the person that cares about being online and also is a person that does a lot of business, now I know I have my guy or gal. This is the person or the people that I want to build the relationship with. So I scroll down, I find my people, and then at that point, I'm going to do my outreach, and I'm going to give you the script on the communication in a moment on the next slide. But it's imperative that we start on Yelp, or unless you already know someone that's a badass and does a lot of business. So, don't let the low number of reviews fool you. I think if you see an insurance agent has 20, 30 reviews, that means they're probably doing really well. Last year, my company did over 5,000 transactions in 2019. And I don't know for sure, but I'd say we're probably less than 100 reviews. And we try, right? My point is it's hard to get reviews. So when you see someone with 20, 30, 40, 50 reviews, it's fair to say they're doing a lot of business. Next slide, please. So here's an example. We see right here that Tusk Insurance Services has 60 reviews. This is the type of person I want to reach out to. He has 60 reviews. What looks like to me as a solo insurance agent, this guy probably does a lot of business. So on the right side of the screen, you'll see my script. My script is, hi, obviously I'm paraphrasing here, but hi, are you accepting more customers? That's the first thing I want to say. Why is it important that I say that? Because when I call, more than likely I'm getting their assistant, their gatekeeper, the receptionist. Chances of me getting straight to the attorney, straight to the life insurance rep, whatever it may be, is fairly low. So I want to make sure that I position the original phone call to be so exciting and have a perception of so much value that the gatekeeper is excited to get me on the phone with the business owner or the decision maker. So that's why I start the conversation with, hi, this is Sam with Big Block Realty. I'm calling to see, are you accepting more customers? The reason I want to position it that way is I'm not saying, hey, do you have time for a customer? I'm saying, are you accepting more customers? Which to them means this guy might have a lot of referrals to send us. I go on to say, hi, my name is Sam Khorramian. I'm a big volume real estate professional in the area, and I was looking for a trusted insurance agent in the area that I could refer my clients to. May I explain to you how I do this with other referral partners? So essentially, I just want to tee it up, let them know that I have referrals, I want to send them out. Then I'm going to explain to them how I do this. I'm going to say, look, what I do, all on my expense. I'm not going to ask you for any money. I can come to your office. You could come to mine. We could do it on Zoom. I'd like to interview you about your services. I'm a big video marketer. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to shoot the video. I'm going to edit the video. I'm also going to take the video and I'm going to get ranked on the first page of YouTube and the first page of Google. And you can even use our video with Jason Smith as an example. I might say, hey, are you in front of the computer? Go to YouTube, type in San Diego condo insurance. This is what me and my friend Sam did for Jason Smith. And this is the same thing we can do for you. So now I kind of help them see the full picture of what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to shoot a video. I'm trying to get them exposure. I'm trying to build content for myself. At the end of them understanding what I'm doing, I'm going to say, and all I ask for in return is that when people think or bring up to you that they're thinking about buying or selling real estate, that you keep me in mind and refer some people my way. I'll cover the cost. I'll do all the work. I just ask that you remember me when people talk about real estate. Every time we make this call, almost everybody says yes. Naturally, with any sort of presentation, there's going to be people that don't get it, don't want it, don't have time for it. But you're going to get people to say yes. They're going to see the light bulb. They're going to see the opportunity. And then I set up an appointment. I go in and I shoot the video. Now, here's one tip on the video. I want to make it really easy for myself. So what I'm going to say to this partner is, we're going to do a video of the top 5 or 6 or 7 or 3, whatever it is, the top tips about your service. Like top 6 things you should know before you hire a divorce attorney. Top 7 things you should know before getting condo insurance. Those titles work really well. But also what it gives me is the ability to have the person I'm interviewing have to do all the prep. They're going to write out their 6 or 7 points. When I come up, I'm just going to be the interviewer. I'm going to say, hi, here we are. We're going to talk about the top 6 tips for XYZ. I'm here with my man, Jason Smith. And we're going to pull back the curtains on everything you need to know before you get your next insurance policy. Jason, what's the first thing you wrote down? I'm going to let Jason talk. As Jason starts to lose steam, I'm going to back up his point. I'm going to say, wow, that makes a lot of sense. I could see why you put that there. What's the next thing that you wrote down? So all I'm doing is I'm interviewing them from point to point. Throughout the video, I'll give calls to action. Wow, I'm sure you guys are liking this stuff. If you have more questions about this and what it means to you, make sure you reach out to Jason. You can reach Jason at this number. Also, his link is in the video, under the video on YouTube. Next slide, please. Any questions on any of this, go ahead and throw them in. I'll try to answer them as I go along. I want to make sure that you guys understand so far what we've done is we found, well, 1, we know the strategy, try to get referrals. 2, we found the people that can give us a lot of referrals with that Yelp hack. 3, we talk about the script and the communication, the shooting. Then 3 is the cheat sheet. How do I get this video on the first page of YouTube like you saw we did for Jason Smith? Next slide, please. So this is where the magic happens. As you can see here, this is the upload screen for a YouTube video. So you'll create a YouTube account. If you don't have one, it's free. These are the 3 sections I'm going to spend my time. Title, description, and tags. If I do a good job of giving YouTube a strong title, description, and tags related to the keyword or phrase that I want to rank under, if I give them what they want, they're going to give me what I want, which is really strong ranking. So in the next few slides, we're going to break down how to write your titles, how to write your descriptions, and how to get your tags. Before we do that, there's one important thing. Before you upload your video, I want you to name the video on your computer instead of it being like, MC a bunch of numbers .mp4. you're going to go in and you're going to rename it to the phrase that you want the video to rank under. So in this example, it was San Diego condo insurance. What I did is I named the video San Diego condo insurance before I hit the upload button. Once I hit upload, now I have one of those pieces of code, or rather phrase, in there. Now I have my title, my description, and my tags. Next slide, please. So video title, very simple. This is the easiest part. It must contain the keyword or phrase that you want to rank under. San Diego condo insurance. So the title of ours with Jason was something like top 6 tips for San Diego condo insurance you must know before getting insurance, something like that. And then the second rule is you got to sell the click. What I mean by that is you got to make it sexy enough that the title is enticing enough to get the video to be clicked. If I would have titled it something like Jason Smith insurance interview, no one's really going to care about that. You have to look at the title of your video like the trailer to the movie. If it's a really good trailer, it might sell a lot of tickets. If it's a boring trailer, it's going to flop. Your title is the same thing as the trailer. So I need to make sure I get my keyword phrase in there, San Diego condo insurance, and I want to make sure I get it sexy. So a couple of questions here real quick. Are there certain industries, first one, I'm sorry. How do you do videos for multiple people in the same industry? Great question. So this one, probably not the best example because I did it for San Diego, but San Diego is the county. Inside of San Diego, we have like a bunch of different cities. We have La Jolla, Del Mar, Mission Valley, El Cajon, El Centro, Carlsbad, Encinitas, and depending on where you're at, you probably have something similar to that. So I'm generally not going to rank them under the main county keyword. I'm going to rank them under their local area keyword. So that way I can have 30 insurance agents, 30 divorce attorneys, 30 bankruptcy attorneys, etc. Next question, are there certain industries you to be relationships? Eugene, yes, I have a slide on that we'll touch on at the end. Ray, is there a reason when I upload a video clip to YouTube, I do not get that 3-block rectangular box? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Are you talking about the titles, descriptions, and tags? Because if that's what you're talking about, yeah. I've never seen that. Are you doing it from desktop or from mobile? Because if you do it from mobile, you'll only get title and description. If you do it from desktop, you'll get the title, description, and tag. I've never experienced someone not getting those. It's critical to your video even being able to go live because it's the video, title, description, and tag. If you're not seeing it, I'm assuming you probably missed it. And if not, Keri can connect us and I'm happy to help you after this. Very quickly, I want to give Google the best description possible. So I'm going to go onto Google. I'm going to type in San Diego condo insurance. And these are the rankings that you see on the first page. You see the purple title up top, the green link, and then the 2 sentences in black. These are the title descriptions from other websites that are already ranking on the first page of Google. I'm going to take all of those. I'm going to copy and paste them into a new Word document. After I do that, I'm going to rewrite it out so that I'm finishing sentences. I'm removing other people's names. I'm going to make it my own original piece of content by taking snippets of the best descriptions in YouTube. I then have a really strong title, a really strong description that's keyword heavy. And then lastly, on the tags, we'll save the slide because we're out of time. I just go to Google Keyword Planner. I type in the phrase that I'm trying to rank under, and Google Keyword Planner will give me the best tags to use. Last thing I'll say is you can use a program, I think it's like $100 a year, called videomarketingblaster.com. Videomarketingblaster.com will do all of this stuff for you, so you don't have to do it manually, and you don't have to worry about everything that I just showed you on this last part. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to address them when we have more time. Maybe Keri can connect us or whatever.
Awesome, Sam. Thank you so much. I'm going to give you guys one question because I know some of you do. Who do we email to get this right for YouTube uploads? Hey, are you willing to share your slides? So maybe what we could do is just pop the slides in there for the things that they didn't have enough time to go over.
Yep, I already emailed them to Kat, so you guys have them.
Awesome.
And also, Keri, you have the video from the mastermind.
Yeah.
It's in the members area. So if you want to pull that and just send them a link from my presentation, that's totally cool as well.
Awesome. You are the man, Sam. Thank you so much. It's good to see you. I miss you.
Miss you too. Looking forward to getting out in the real world and seeing you guys again. Thank you for having me on. Seeing all these thank yous come through. You guys are kind. Thank you. And I'll let you go on to your next one.
Okay. Sounds good. Thanks, Sam.
Take care.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the HyperFast Show. Subscribe to us if you want to make sure you get the latest and greatest HyperFast shows. And remember, we love reviews. Reviews help us bring better and better guests and improve our shows. So give us the good, the bad, and the ugly. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we will see you next time.
Thanks for staying to the end of our video. For more videos like this, click here. And if you're interested in learning more about personally coaching with me or the HyperFast coaching program, click here. If you're looking to get notifications when we do a new video, make sure you subscribe below. And always give us your comments, your feedback, your questions. I personally read those and look forward to responding to you just down below. See you soon.